get depressed when I'm off my motorcycle for too long. One of my fondest memories as a child was of my granddad, this old hardened sailor, taking me and my brother on his kinetic Honda scooter to the local bakery to get fried strawberry jam buns and kurkure. Years later, the first time I kickstarted my dad's Bullet 500, I knew that there was no looking back. The crack of the kickstart, the smell of a 430-pound metal machine being brought back to life, the thump, the violent rattle. I was cooked. My dad rode motorcycles, his dad did as well, and contrary to what I've found is a common belief in the West, it wasn't just because people in India are poor and motorcycling is merely a necessity and nothing more. Yes, commuting on a motorcycle is a far more economical way of getting through crowded streets in cities, far better than one person in an F-150 going to pick up some eggs. But that doesn't mean people are devoid of building a sense of culture, community, and passion around it. I'm not gonna lie, there are times I get unsolicited advice from old Westerners like, make sure you take this course and that course. I've seen on Facebook how people ride in India. The riding is terrible over there. People ride bikes there because they're poor, not because they want to. I've heard it all. Meanwhile, a dude in shorts and no helmet whizzes by on a Harley right in front of us, and it doesn't strike the dude giving me the unsolicited lecture that maybe all our communities have their wankers. But I don't stress too much about people like that because hey, they'll be dead soon. But motorcycling will keep moving on. Kids will keep stealing their parents' bikes for generations to come, and they might just be a bit better than the wankers before them. So I'm gonna stay positive about that one. The factories in Asia like Enfield in Chennai or Honda in Kumamoto, now CF Motor in Hangzhou, all of these places where these machines are actually built actually have motorcycle cultures. Shocker, I know. I generally love talking to people about bikes though. It's this beautiful activity that cuts through so many lines we've drawn for ourselves. For most people, I don't even think it's about speed or thrill. It's something far more simple. It demands your presence. It forces your attention to the resistance at your throttle grip, the weight of your clutch, how well your gear shifts. Was it smooth? Was it rough? Does the chain need adjusting? Is there a car coming up in front of me 2 blocks ahead that probably can't see me and might kill me? Do I know my tire and bike well enough to lean in this corner? Should I lean less and go slower because it's just rain? Meanwhile, is someone else about to turn into my lane because they don't see me or aren't paying attention? These might seem like mundane things and even frantic when I list it out like this, but it's not. It is instead meditative. If you're someone who's had that itch where one of these metal contraptions has called out to you in a way where you've imagined yourself putting on a jacket, putting stuff in your backpack, maybe a book, lunch, or a camera, and just going. If you've had that itch, do it. Get that license, get that bike. It doesn't matter if it's a Honda Monkey, or a Sportster, or a Ninja, or a Cub, or a BMW, or a Triumph. Just do it. Trust me, you won't regret it. Would you get hurt? Possibly. But what doesn't hurt? Is it risky? Well, driving a car is also risky. Riding the subway or public transport has its own risks. Walking on a sidewalk has its own risks, so who cares? Trust me, listen to this random weirdo on the internet and just do it. you won't regret it. Times are dark, but wallowing isn't going to do us any good. Learning to love each other, life, the little moments, and look into the future, though, that's worth it.